and welcome to my channel, Ginger Ninja JK's Movie Reviews. I am Ginger Ninja and I review movies, particularly horror movies, as voted on by you on my Instagram. So if you haven't followed me on Instagram, my handle is down below. Make sure you go in there, follow, and vote on which movie you want to see me review each week. While you're here, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for future content. So, without wasting any further of your time, let's get on to this week's movie review. Okay, and welcome back. And last week I put up a poll between two movies, From Dusk Till Dawn and Planet Terror. Planet Terror, reviewing that today, so sit back, get comfy, and let's get this started. Okay, so Planet Terror came out in 2007 and it was a collaboration between Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino. As I mentioned in my last one, they were experimenting with a grindhouse style of filmmaking. They worked with a lot of different movie makers and directors and created a bunch of trailers and brought a lot of hype with this film. I really enjoyed the grindhouse style, the way they did it. I thought it was fantastic. But this is my Blu-ray copy here. It's got a whole heap of extra features on it, including a scratch-free, non-grindhouse looking feel. And this is the DVD. I watched the grindhouse feature last night and it's got that scratchy feel to it. Had a quick look at the non-scratch one, and to be honest, I do prefer the grittiness of this. So once again, this was written and directed by Robert Rodriguez. It does star Rose McGowan, Freddie Rodriguez, Josh Brolin, Marley Shelton, Jeff Fahey, Michael Biehn, Naveen Andrews, Bruce Willis, with Tom Savini, Michael Parks, Fergie, and Quentin Tarantino in it as well. So there's a huge cast and they're all fantastic, but I'll touch on that again later. So putting it out there now, spoiler alert. I will be discussing the plot and certain spoilers will come through with that. So the plot involves an experimental bioweapon which is released, and it turns thousands into these zombie-like creatures, sort of pussy, mutant zombies. And it's up to a group of ragtag survivors led by the mysterious Ray to sort of kill the infected and get back at those who released it, and also just survive. So yeah, it's really good setup. I thoroughly enjoyed this movie, so I won't lie, I'm going to ramble on about it somewhat. But let's look into what I really did like about it. Once again, I mentioned the cast. Like with a cast like that, you've got Jeff Fahey, who was in The Lawnmower Man and Lost. Naveen Andrews, who was also in Lost as well. Michael Biehn, who's the Terminator, Aliens, like he's been in so much. Josh Brolin is amazing, like he is just truly menacing in this. You know, and then you've got, you know, guest spots with Tom Savini, who plays a really clumsy deputy in it. You know, Rose McGowan is fantastic in it. Freddie Rodriguez is also really good. I have not honestly seen him in a lot, but in this, really good. And yeah, it's the cast overall is just fantastic in it. Now the gore in this, so much gore. There is buckets of blood. And one of my favorite scenes, which I'll touch on again later on, involves something really gory, but there's just bullet wounds, there's blood everywhere. There seems to be very minimal CGI. I mean, maybe some of the blood splatters are, but there's a lot of physical effects in it as well. And you can see that with the creature features, I guess you could call them. The features of the zombies are very pussy and gory, and there's, yeah. If you like pimple popping, there's a scene in this one, disgusting, but so well done. The feel of it. It's a grindhouse feel, like it's got that dirty, sleazy feel to it, and it really does from the get-go. I mean, you see Rose McGowan's character, Cherry Darling, who's a go-go dancer. So straight off the bat, it sort of sets it up as this sleazy feel to it. It's dirty, but it's so well done. You know, Marley Shelton and Josh Brolin's husband and wife character, even there, like the menace and just feel of that is perfect. Like it really is. The gun leg. Like I said, spoilers. This is part of the movie. Rose McGowan gets a gun leg. Like her leg gets amputated, she gets a gun on there. And some of that is just the most out there scenes, but they are so much fun. They're so well done. The way she carries herself when she gets that gun leg is fantastic. Like it's such a change from she's got a wooden leg. It's not really a wood. It's wood, but it's more like a peg leg, really. When she gets that gun on there, and this change in her character is so well done, and the movement, just amazing. Now, obviously, once again, with any movie that has pros, you've got to look at the cons as well, just to be fair. And it's, for me, it's hard to pinpoint the flaws in this film. I just feel it was so well done. Part of the charm of the Grindhouse is the missing reels, the scratching effects, and it does sometimes take it out of the pace of the movie when there's a missing reel. For example, there's a huge scene in it where there's just this one missing reel. It's well done, I like it, but you miss a whole part of the movie and the pace just changes. So that kind of would, for me, would be the con of this entire film. Other than that, the best scenes. I touched upon this with the Gore. So Tom Savini, his death scene, he basically gets ripped in four different directions by zombies, drawn and quartered. It just looks so well done, and sort of took me back to the days where he was doing effects on Day of the Dead, and one of the lead characters in that gets ripped in half. It was really well done. Once again, Rose McGowan, or Cherry Darling's gun leg, was just amazing. Like, you just saw a bit of it there, I believe. Really well done, and like I said, the way she moved, like it really embodied the character and the change in her character. And then at the very end, she's got an upgraded gun leg, and that's just even better. One of my favorite death scenes though was Quentin Tarantino's death scene. He plays this soldier, and he is just I think he's actually listed in the credits as rapist. So when he dies, you're kind of going, yeah, that's good. But he does a very gruesome death. I can't put it into words, but it's melting. He's basically melting, and he gets shot in the eye with a syringe gun as well. So there's that to look forward to. Overall, like I said, there's so many pros to this movie, very little cons, but giving it a score, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Fantastic movie, great cast, great gore, great feel, but the cons just bring it down a couple of points. I will point out, when you watch this movie, the very start of it, it has a fake trailer for Machete, which is Danny Trejo's Machete films. It was a fake trailer for that, which then led to the Machete films coming out. So that was a really interesting look at it. I would have liked to have seen the rest of the trailers on the Blu-ray, but they weren't included on either Planet Terror or Grindhouse. But you can watch them on YouTube, and they are a lot of fun, especially Eli Roth's Thanksgiving, or Thanksgiving, it's one of the two, and Werewolf Women of the SS by Rob Zombie. Fantastic little trailers. I'd love to see those films get made, but who knows. Once again, thank you very much for watching and listening to me ramble on about this film. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of this film, huge fan of Robert Rodriguez as well, and the entire cast of this film. Stick around, because next week I'll be doing another review. Once again, my handle for my Instagram is down below. Make sure you do follow me there so you can actually see my stories and vote on which movie you would like me to review next. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and click that notification bell. And hey, let me know what you thought of this movie. Let me know what you thought of the Grindhouse style, the Grindhouse features of it. Like, I'd really like to get in a discussion with that with you. So once again, thanks very much. Have a great day. Bye.